All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. If it's all about sex, then what's the big deal? Like if you're on a hunt to get to have an orgasm, why make it so difficult? If you dressing like a thirst trap, why act like you're not looking for that attention, right? If you're a guy who's trying to be extra flashy to get these ladies' attention, why act like, oh, she ain't good enough? Like if you're doing this for the attention and to get someone in bed, then stop bullshit. Like, yeah, say, oh yeah, well I am just looking for sex, because sometimes people are looking for sex, and then they're like, okay, well let's do this. Wait a minute, like, okay, wait. You can't advertise one thing. You can't advertise your you can't advertise your sexuality and that you want somebody to partake in having sex with you, and then all of a sudden, when that moment occurs, now you're moral. Now you got ethics. Because to a degree, I don't sometimes see where how sexuality and morality get intertwined. Because unless it's prostitution and you got two adults saying they, this is what I want, this is what you want, bam, I don't get the game. You know, because if you're saying you want in a relationship, that's a whole nother thing. That's if you like, I want to get to know you, I want to, see where your head is, see how you handle yourself, see if we can get along and communicate and work with each other. That's a whole nother thing, to me at least. But if you're saying, I see you, I like you, and I want you, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. you know, I'm a warrior. um, but if it's about that, just go ahead and do it. Now, I'm not telling people to go out there and be reckless. Like, fellas, I'm not telling you to just go out there and cream pie everything you see, because, you know, the attorney general getting that ass. I'm just saying, it will happen. And, it's two things that can kill you in life, KIDS or AIDS. Hey, you got to watch it sometimes. But, same thing with ladies. Like, you can't be advertising that you want it and you ready to go and you liberated, and then, because look, on the flip side, like I've had females who tell me that game, which I think is bullshit. Well, I'm like a dude, like I don't have to get my feelings involved. I've heard that line and it never, ever, 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 ever worked out like that. Never, not like, oh, no, just get up and ready to go home. No, it was a kiss on the cheek. It was a rub. It was gonna lay on your chest. I don't want to go nowhere. I not. You know what? I like you. I like you more than I thought I would. So to me, women can't do that. And I'm not gonna say, and a lot of guys can't do it either. Like, you can't just get in there and just get out and be like, I'm gone. Thank you for the good evening. Thank you and good night. No, it's not gonna work because ladies get attached, just like guys. Some of us say it's just about sex. Then, like, why are you looking at my woman? Whoa, hold up, bro. That's is that your woman? Well, you know what I'm saying. I hit it once, but that ain't your woman though. She don't belong to you, dog. She didn't claim you. You didn't claim her. Y'all didn't say y'all was together. So what the hell are you talking about? But we had sex, okay? And this sex and ownership thing, doesn't really go together. Either way, it doesn't go together. You know, I know women who will stalk a Facebook page in a minute. Like, is that bitch? Like, is this bitch liking these pictures? You know what? She didn't quoted on 3 pictures in a row. I don't trust her. Like, I'm not with you though. Well, you gonna be. Wait a minute. How you know that? Because I said so. Wait a minute. I didn't agree to this though. And sometimes, if it's just about sex, it's got to be put on the table. Like, look, we can go out to the movies. You know, we can go to dinner. But after that, you, I'm about to get in that ad. You know, that's just bam. You know, gotta get a firm agreement. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Then you might be able to skip both dinner, movie. Yeah. Don't worry about that. We'll get to that later. You know, we can watch some Netflix in the bed. Um, but at a certain point, if it's just about sex, act like it. Don't use sex as a springboard to a relationship, because if you do that, you're going to look like a person who is just being manipulative. And it's not the fact that you use sex as a weapon, it's the fact that that's how you'll do a relationship. You'll do some slick shit to manipulate it to get what you want out of a situation. And at that point, nobody wants to deal with you because they're like, you're going to try to get me. You know, you really going to try to get me. The same way you said, oh, it's not like that, but it really is, you know. Um, and on the flip side, if it's just about sex, look, man, don't, how can I put this? Don't give it all you got if that's the best you got. Because some people want the person to come back, so they just gonna get everything. You gonna get, do not make it a sex fire sale. Because if you can't keep up that pace, you know, you're only gonna be looked at in a downhill fashion. Like they started out like a champ, now they're a prospect. They're not even a contender no more. They just he faded at the finish line. And plus, if it's just about sex, protect yourself. You know, you can't say you just out there having sex and you wind up pregnant than a motherfucker or getting somebody pregnant. I was just fucking. Okay, why you couldn't be just fucking with a condom on? Why you couldn't be just fucking using birth control? You know, why you couldn't be just fucking on a pill? Like, why you couldn't be just fucking after a vasectomy or you getting your tubes tied? Why do you have to add this extra shit out? That's just being reckless to me. Same thing with STDs, and I don't know how people have STDs to a degree, and you know, like if like I'm sure there are people out there who caught an STD and they didn't know it, you know, because they didn't have any signs or symptoms. I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about people who know, you know, you like the Green Mile, pissing and screaming because take your ass to the doctor. Could you please? Could you please get yourself checked and fixed and hooked up? So because how you still having sex like that? And you know you run across people who got shit and they know they got shit, but they won't tell you. But they'll fuck you though. They'll fuck you raw too. Mm. Oh, I never told you that. Never told. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. so, so I mean, if you're gonna do it, and if it's just about sex, at least do it right. You know, leave your feelings at the door. You know, bring. Is it? Make sure you're not trying to have kids, and make sure you ain't trying to show up with, show up clear and you know, how can I say that? Show up cool and leave. Don't show up to the house cool and leave burning. How about that? So you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm done.